So my girl Skilledsets in our members group asked me a question on a live the other day, and it was a very important question. I wanted to share my answer today with you while I'm making a Bible cover. So I'm actually going to be answering the question and doing two things at one time, which isn't easy, but when you don't have a lot of time, sometimes that's what you have to do. But her question was, Mia, do you find it hard to manage it all? And my answer to that is, absolutely, it is hard. But I'm going to give you some practical tips today on some things that I do to try to manage, because it's a lot. So let me start by saying some days it's really hard, and most days I am tired. And there are days when I wonder, how the hell am I going to fit all the things that I have to do into this day? But between my part-time job, my Etsy orders, my YouTube videos, I do like to go to church on Sunday with my mom and sometimes my daughter, my relationship, and trying to build a business that I love, there are a lot of moving pieces. And I definitely don't have it all figured out. But over the years, I've definitely found a few things that has helped me manage it all just a little better. So the first thing that has helped me is knowing what's priority number one. Like, what's the most important thing that I have to do? Priority number one is my Etsy customers. So when an order comes through, that's what actually pays the bills in my business right now. So that's my number one priority. The customer has paid me their money, so they trusted me with their money. And they're waiting for something that I promised to create for them. So I prep them, sew them, package them up, and ship them out. I think sometimes we spend a lot of time on doing the thing that feels productive, but avoiding the things that we know are most important. And for me, orders come first. I think that's the most important part of my business. And the next thing that helps me manage it all is knowing that YouTube is a big part of my business. It's not extra work. It's actually a part of my business. And sometimes I feel like YouTube can honestly be almost number one. Oh, this one's gonna be really cute. It's gonna be like a little bitty junk Bible cover. So I can't wait to make this one. I think it's gonna be super cute. Without putting your business out there, people don't really know that you exist. And YouTube is free marketing. And that's how people discover So Girly bags. I mean, without YouTube, no one would know what I create. And it's where new ideas are born. Like, sometimes I make products and I put them out on YouTube just to see what people think about them. And if people like them, then I put them in my Etsy shop. If people don't like them or no one responds to it, then I usually scratch that product. And it's still a good product to teach people how to make things. You know, there's always something to learn from each bag that I've made, but it may not be the product to actually sell and make money from. So sometimes doing that is how I know, you know, what's important to the marketplace, what people want to actually spend their money on. So if people love it, then it might actually end up in my Etsy shop. So I don't look at YouTube as extra work. I just look at it as a part of my business. So I have to make videos. I just do. I just have to. And the next thing that I've learned is that you just have to use every little pocket of time that you have. So with this one, I get really creative because sometimes I don't have a lot of time, you know, so I have to just use every little piece of downtime that I can find anywhere and just use it to move my business forward. Ideas don't usually come when I'm like sitting at a desk or something. I don't know. For me, I create ideas anywhere and everywhere. Whenever I get an idea that just pops up in my head, I like to get it out as soon as I think about it. And a lot of times, you know, it's when I'm driving. Like, surprisingly, it's when I'm driving. So what I do is I have a MagSafe case on my phone, and I have a mount that's on my vent in my car. And so as soon as I get in the car, because driving to me, is just valuable time. Either you could be listening to something, learning something, or you could be talking about your ideas for your next product or your next YouTube video. So that's the time that I use to get all of my thoughts out. So I'll mount my phone on the dashboard, and I'll usually just record myself talking about things, like just talking about all of my thoughts and my ideas and just getting it out as soon as I have an idea of something. So I'll use my voice notes and just record. And whenever I get a moment to safely stop and just press record again, because sometimes, you can't just keep recording, but I'll keep going. I'll just keep wherever I'm driving to, just keep pressing record until I get it all out. And then I'll use AI software like ChatGPT to just organize all of my thoughts and just to put them in some sort of sequence so it all makes sense. Because sometimes I can just go on and on and on. And that's what I like about having ChatGPT, because you can use it, or if you use Claude, or if you use any type of AI software, it can help you organize your thoughts. So I don't get it to write things for me, but I do like to get all of my thoughts out and then have it just organize everything for me. And some of the things that I like to get out or talk about are video topics, product ideas, just any thought that I don't want to lose. And sometimes I'll think about things, and if I don't get them down, write them down, talk it out loud, record it, then I'm going to lose it, and I don't want to do that. And another great place to do a little work when you have downtime is when you're waiting on a doctor's appointment. Sometimes I bring my mom to the doctor. Sometimes I have doctor's appointments of my own. And when you're waiting for them to call your name, to come to the back, and that's when I use that time to work on thumbnails directly from my phone. Or if I have a few extra minutes, I'll reply to comments on my YouTube channel. So I don't wait for the perfect blocks of uninterrupted time. I just use the pockets of time that I already have, because all of those little moments add up. Now this next thing that I do, I have to do it this way because I have a random part-time work schedule. You just have to work with your schedule. So if I work in the evenings, then I work my business in the morning. And then if I work in the morning, then I work my business in the evening. Then on my off days, I usually try to work my business most of those days as well. So I don't fight my schedule. I just try to work with it. On those days, I usually just ask myself, what can I do with the time that I have today? Like, what are the most important things that are going to move my business forward with the time that I have today? Because every season of your life looks different. Some days are more productive than others, and that's okay. So this lesson is also very important because you don't want to lose yourself in your work. You can't forget the people that you love. Sometimes I can just go hours and lose myself in working. I can stay in my sewing room every day, all day, and never come out. Literally. That's how much I love what I do. But you can't forget the people that you love. So every evening, at some point, once I get enough done, I try to stop, put my phone away, stop sewing, stop creating, because your relationships matter too. Like my fiance and I, we watch our favorite shows together. And sometimes I'm sewing until 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, life happens and you just might have to knock it out and get it done. So you don't always, get the time. So you just have to make the time. And what helps is he's an entrepreneur too. So it's really nice to have someone who understands my work ethic. Sometimes it's a little bit harder when you have a partner who's not an entrepreneur because they don't understand all the things that we have to do. But I still try to be intentional, even though I know he's more understanding because he's an entrepreneur as well. I still try to be intentional with making sure that I make time for him. And then on Sundays, I enjoy going to church with my mom and sometimes my daughter when she's in town. And then me and my mom, we like to go out to eat after church. So that's usually our time together. I also like to deliver some of my packages to my mom's house. And so that's also another way for me to just stop by, check on her, and see how she's doing. Spend a little time with her when I go to pick up my packages. Because honestly, building a business shouldn't cost you the people that you love. Now, this next thing is probably one of the most important things I do to manage it all. Learn to say no. This one has been one of the hardest lessons for me because I'm a people person. I really enjoy spending time with people. I don't go to every event. I just can't. I don't say yes to every invitation, and I don't spend a lot of time doing anything that's not aligned with what I'm trying to build. And I definitely wasn't always this way. Sometimes I think if I learned this sooner, I probably would be further along in my business. But it's okay. So like they say, every yes is a no to something else. And I've become very protective of my time. But because I've genuinely found something that I love doing and I want to protect it. Do I find it hard to manage it all? Absolutely, yes. I don't think anyone manages it perfectly. So if you're running a business, or you're a mom, or you're a wife, there's no specific answer to how to manage it all. But you can make it a little bit easier. I mean, like I tell you guys, I started sewing at 39. Could I have started sewing sooner? Maybe. But that was not the season that I was in. I was raising my daughter, and that season needed me. I was also a manager of a big company. That season needed me. But when the season changed, God brought sewing into my life at exactly the right time. So learning how to balance and manage it all isn't about doing everything. It's about knowing what matters most and building your life around it. It's about giving yourself grace on the hard days, showing up again tomorrow, and being brave enough to protect the life that you're trying to build. Because you don't have to do everything, you just have to know what matters most. And be brave enough to give those things your time. And just like that, another Bible cover prepped and ready to go for the business that I prayed for. And I don't know what tomorrow holds, but today I showed up, and that's enough.